Alright guys, here is our lesson on x and y intercepts. This lesson's pretty easy. The x-intercept of a line is the x-coordinate where the point crosses over the x-axis, and the y-intercept is the y-coordinate point where the graph crosses over the y-axis. We've already worked a little bit with the y-intercept when we've been talking about the y equals mx plus b equation, so slope-intercept form, so you've seen that one before. Since you only need 2 points to graph a line, if you are able to identify x and y intercepts, which you can actually graph the equation. So to find your x-intercept, you plug in 0 for y. You have to make sure that you write your answers as an ordered pair. It should be a number in for x, comma 0 for your y. To find the y-intercept, you plug in 0 for x. Write your answer as an ordered pair again. 0 goes in the x-coordinate spot, and then you plug in a number for the y-coordinate. If I'm looking at the first example here, y equals negative 1/3 x plus 5, I can already see right here, since this is in y equals mx plus b form, this right here is my y-intercept. So I can write it down as the point 0, 5. But in order to be able to figure out what my x-intercept is, I'm going to have to plug in 0 for y. So I'm going to put 0 equals negative 1/3 x plus 5. I have to solve for x and get it by itself. Subtract 5 from both sides. So negative 5 equals negative 1/3 x. Since this is a fraction, I have to multiply by the reciprocal, which is negative 3 over 1. X equals 15. So my x-intercept is the point 15, 0. Come over here. Looking at how my graph is laid out, it looks like these are by 2's. This would be 14, so my 15 is going to be in between here. For my y-intercept is 5. This is a 4. So that would be 6, somewhere right in the middle of those two. Once I have 2 points, all I have to do is connect the dots. And there you have your line. You would do the same thing on this type of example here. Your y-intercept is 3. Go ahead and plot that actually, and solve for your x-intercept, plugging 0 in for y. Multiply by the reciprocal. My x-intercept is 2. I have 2 points and plot it. Moving on to the next page then, there's a real reason why we actually talk about x and y intercepts, and it's when we get into equations that are not in the y equals mx plus b format, which is what it explains here at the top of your notes. This is called standard form, and we're actually going to be talking about this upcoming. What it is it's a different type of format. It's not in y equals mx plus b form, and this type of form is why you would actually use your intercepts. Quite frankly, if you have y equals mx plus b form, you're better off to graph this y-intercept and then use the slope to find another point. This format, you're going to see, works a little bit easier. To get your x-intercept, we plug in 0 for y. So I'm going to have 2x plus 0 equals 4. Obviously, this is just 2x equals 4. So divide by 2, x equals 2. Your x-intercept is the point 2, 0. To get your y-intercept, you plug in 0 for x. 2 times 0 plus y equals 4. 0 plus y equals 4. Y equals 4. 0, 4. X-intercept, y-intercept, connect the dots. Over here, if you're looking for your x-intercept, if I were to plug in 0 for y, we learn that x equals 3. If I plug in 0 for x, we learn that y equals 3. My x-intercept is the point 3, 0. My y-intercept is the point 0, 3. 3, 0, 0, 3. There's my line. If you look down here, we'll do one more example of this. To find my x-intercept, plug in 0 for y. You're going to notice in this standard form that one of the terms like that always drops out. So we end up with 3x equals 6, x equals 2. That's the point 2, 0, because I plugged in 0 for y. To get my y-intercept, I plug in 0 for x. Drops out. Be careful here because this is a minus 2y, but you have to include that negative. That's kind of a stumbling block for a lot of people. Divide by negative 2, y equals negative 3. My y-intercept is 0, negative 3. Y-intercept, x-intercept, and graph.